table looking a lot prettier for Chelsea now. That's 2 away wins on the spin. Were you impressed by how they achieved this one, Graham?
Yeah, and they had to weather a few storms, but they got there in the end. You know, I think the longer the game went on, they became more and more threatening. Pulisic comes on, and he was a difference. You know, Willian had a quiet night. I think they just about deserved their win. You know, there were no mugs who were playing. Ajax at home are a strong team.
Frank Lampard has had lots of praise from the media over in England, I suppose, given his profile. But he did get it right with his substitutions, and they did have a big impact on the game now.
Without a shadow of a doubt, Pulisic in particular, Willian had been very, very poor, and he really brought a spark to it, because up to that point, Ajax were the team who were ahead on points, to use a boxing parlance, even though they weren't scoring goals. And he came on. It hasn't been easy for him since his move to Chelsea, but he took the game by the scruff of the neck. He had 3 or 4 big moments where he was direct. He laid on a chance there initially for Batshuayi, who also came on as sub. And he wanted the ball, he went out in space, and he wasn't turning back. Willian was turning back inside, running across the pitch and playing it out the far side. He was going direct, and it was his intention from the second that he got on the pitch. That one fell kindly for Batshuayi, who didn't do well and would have, you know, wanted the ground to open up and swallow him after missing like that. But he was to be thankful to Pulisic again, because, you know, this is one he carved out on his own, gets the feedback from Batshuayi, and again, wonderful skill. This is all the stuff that Willian wasn't doing, and the most important one comes then for the goal late on.
Let's have a look at the goal, and for, you know, a manager who's brought in a lot of young players, this was a guy who was 65 million quid signing in the summer, and has kind of introduced him slowly, and now he's doing stuff like this.
They'll be hoping. If you think of Robertson and Fabinho at Liverpool, that's they watched for a long time from the sidelines. He'll be hoping the same here. There's a nice step over there. Somehow the ball ends up in the middle. They'll go Batshuayi. Does his best to try and chip it over the bar here, but great step over, wrong foot. So I'm just fortunate because the ball goes between the defender's legs. But
Alonso does well, doesn't he, to let it through his legs?
Yeah, but it's, you know, he spent a lot of money. Someone must have, you know, before you spend that kind of money, must have had a close look at him, seen it, fancied him, and gone big. But he's been there a while. You've not seen too much of him, and they will be hoping. And it does happen with players. You get them in, and they need to have a good look at the situation. And Chelsea will be hoping, like Robertson at Liverpool, like Fabinho at Liverpool, you know, sit on the sidelines. This is what you need to be. This is how you got to play in our system.
And that's 6 wins on the spin now, into the top 4, doing well in their Champions League group. When does the narrative around Chelsea change from, oh, we're just a young team learning our way, feeling our way through the season, to expectations starting now to go and win things and achieve things?
Well, you know, when you've got young players, you get peaks and troughs, but you get bumps in the road. I mean, you saw Hudson-Odoi tonight, 2 hit or miss at this level. Mason Mount, class act. Tammy Abrahams wasn't really threatening, couldn't get into the game the way he would have wanted. So you're going to get that from them, and it's just, you know, how the season pans out for them. If they could end up in the top 4, that would be a super season for them. Yeah, if they could end up there.
He'd be a happy man. Frank Lampard is a happy man tonight.